Hello, everybody. This is Brett Kelly, and some of you may know me as the singer for the glam metal band Gelatin Skeleton. Some of you may know me as an independent filmmaker. Some of you may not know me at all, and that's okay. But you're here now, so that's fantastic. So I'm taking a crack at this YouTube thing. Let's see how this goes. What I want to do is I want to do kind of talking about tapes. I have a vast collection of audio tapes and CDs and VHSs and DVDs and stuff like that. And I kind of want to just kind of share my memories with these things. These are things I love and I've been saving for years and years and years. So I kind of just want to talk about my collection. And what this isn't is this isn't a history lesson about the history of bands and tapes and stuff like that. This is my memories and recollections of them. So they might not necessarily be historically accurate. They might be, but what this is just this is my experiences with these things. So what I'm going to do is every episode I'm going to talk about at least two, depending on how interesting or boring my stories are. Audio cassettes picked at random. I've had someone in my family has gone rummaged through my tape collection, and they have randomly selected some tapes and put them into this Kiss lunchbox. I'm going to randomly take two of them out, and I'm going to talk about these tapes. And hopefully this is something that you guys like, and hopefully you'll subscribe and want to see more. And let's see how this goes. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be one of those guys that says like and subscribe every video. You guys know how YouTube works. All right, so let's see how the Kiss lunchbox of mystery and see what it has to offer for week number one. So reaching inside, and the first tape I pull out is Black and Blue, self-titled Black and Blue tape. Now, my recollection is that this came out in 1984, produced by Dieter Dierks. You guys can confirm if that's correct or incorrect in the comments. Now, what are my memories of this tape? Black and Blue is a band that when I was doing, when I was playing in bands back in the day and collecting tapes and worshiping Metal Edge magazine, these guys kind of were already broken up by the time I started getting into the stuff really fiercely. So I wasn't really into Black and Blue at the time. But then I went to a flea market in here in Ottawa, the suburbs that no longer exist, called the Stittsville Flea Market. And I found these tapes by Black and Blue. And I think I got all of them on the same day, but I could be wrong. And I played the tape because I'd heard of them. I was aware of Tommy Thayer's band, Shake the Faith, and Harlow and things like that, but I'd never heard Black and Blue at that point. So I went and listened to these, and I thought, where have these guys been all my life? These tapes are fantastic. I like every one of them. I mean, every one of them's got a whole lot of bangers on it. Hold On to 18, obviously you guys all know that. That's the big single from this. Chains Around Heaven, fantastic song. The thing about Black and Blue, they should have been much bigger, but their videos weren't so good. One of the things that really made bands back in the day was a really good video. And I mean, Miss Mystery on their second album, that was weird. I mean, they were all kind of, their videos just didn't quite cross over to become huge. And I barely saw any of them up here in Canada. But these tapes are fantastic. And if you've never listened to Black and Blue, I really recommend it. I actually went and saw Black and Blue. They came up to Ottawa a couple years ago. And I was front row. And there wasn't a huge crowd here in Ottawa, but I was there front row just letting them know that how much I appreciated them coming to Ottawa. So Black and Blue self-titled tape. That's my first memory of my first cassette on this first video of this YouTube channel. All right, now let's see what the second tape is. Hopefully I have something to say about each and every one of them. Medicine Wheel, First Things First. This is an obscure one. This one is, geez, where did I get this? I must have got this through like Paris Records or something like that back in the early 90s. But so this is a band by Mark Ferrari, who was the guitarist for Keel. And I love Keel. Keel's fantastic. And then in the, after he left Keel, he had a band called Cold Sweat. Cold Sweat's album is one of my favorite albums. It's just totally amazing. And then Mark Ferrari left Cold Sweat, and my memory is that he then started this band Medicine Wheel, which they were first called Ivory Tower, I think, according to Metal Edge magazine. And they had a song on the Metal Sludge, that's what I call metal tape, or no, it was called Metal Sludge Best of LA Volume 1. That's what it was called. And they had a song on that. So then when I heard this was coming out, I ordered it from somebody online because that was back the way you did it, through mail. And so it might have come directly from the band, but I have a feeling it came through like Paris Records or something. And this tape is fantastic. It's almost like the second Cold Sweat tape, but it's got a different lineup. It's got Ray Luzier on drums, who went on to be in Korn and is currently in Korn, and he was also in David Lee Roth's band and stuff. And Danny Gill from Hurricane Alice is in there. Robbie Harrington on bass, who I don't know anything about. And the singer, Michael Mulholland, was really good, and I don't know what he's done since. I never heard from him after that. They came out with a second album, which I also have, and maybe that'll come up in a later episode. I'll talk about that then. But Medicine Wheel, I assume it's also on CD somewhere, but I should probably update my cassette to CD. Anyway, this is a fantastic tape as well. Hit and Run, you've probably heard in some movies. Mark Ferreri has since gone on to license songs for TV and movies and stuff like that. And I know I've heard it in something, in like a car chase in a movie somewhere. So yeah, Medicine Wheel, First Things First, and Black and Blue, self-titled. These are my first tapes, my first episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to be coming back once a week is the plan, to do this again and talk about my tape memories. So hopefully you guys will join me, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.